What's going on, guys? Guy here, and I am going to be going over the Welcome to Ghoulsville challenge. Now, I've already did a video on this on my channel, but I'm going to be playing in the tournament and showing you how to play the deck I've been using. This deck is just the best in the challenge, in my opinion. There is another variant with the Graveyard, but I think the Skeleton Barrel is better. I've been absolutely slamming my opponents. Let's show you some battles. So first things first, we start off with the Witch in the back. Now the Witch is pretty much the best troop in the game because she spawns the skeletons, and when she hits an opponent, like this Executioner coming up, she actually has it retarget onto her skeletons, which is why she's so good. The Executioner is kind of like the Witch as he throws his axe and stuns. So luckily here, I tried to tornado and arrows to keep my Witch alive on the tower. Unfortunately, she dies, but that was actually for the better because that Mother Witch would have come in and made thousands of little piggies. Here, unfortunately, I did not get the Executioner up in time to stop the wall breakers and these hogs from connecting to my tower, but honestly, it did not do that much damage. I'm still in the lead. This game is still very much winnable. Unfortunately, that does give him the lead, but I still have a chance to absolutely slay this guy. He does not have that big of a lead. So I think we start out again with the Witch because she is so good and she will slam the Skeleton Barrel. The Skeleton Barrel is very, very good because it has the death damage and it spawns a bomb when it dies, which pushes everything back and allows the skeletons to get on the tower. And with them having the extra HP, it is absolutely broken. So here I will show you, I put down the Skeleton Barrel, hoping that the Executioner would be distracted and my Witch would be able to kill him. Unfortunately, that Executioner takes out every single one of the Witch's skeletons, and the Witch was targeted by the tower, so she was never able to retarget it onto the skeletons. I did still, however, pretty much take out the tower. However, that Executioner is alive, which is bad news for me, so I had to arrows it. And this Executioner was able to stall the wall breakers, but I tornadoed just in case because now all I have to do is defend this tower. Now with him having the big lightning spell, this could be a problem, but realistically it wasn't. I mean, he did miss it right there, which is very, very good news for me, but it still is able to chip onto my tower, so I had to start targeting his other tower to be able to get some hits in. Now the Royal Ghost actually goes invisible and is constantly raged. Now I think that this troop is very, very good. However, he's so easy to distract and kill with just one unit skeletons that I don't have him in my deck. If you want to put him in your deck, that's fine, but I just don't think he's good enough. The Mother Witch here was absolutely able to just cook and turn a lot of these skeletons into hogs, and now I have the Executioner, Witch, and Mother Witch all coming at his tower, which can be very, very detrimental for him with the Skeleton Barrel on the other end. But Tornado his troops together just like the normal Executioner Tornado, and was able to take out all of his troops like that. And the Skeleton Barrel on the other lane was able to pretty much solo take out that entire tower. And I still had the Mother Witch on his crown tower. So this guy is an absolute shambles. There's only 18 seconds left, and there's not much this guy can do. He can try to push my tower and defend the 16 HP, but with me having the arrows and the tornado, there's just absolutely no chance for this guy. He does get that one crown for himself, but I was able to take the victory home with this web. Now the next person we'll be absolutely destroying is Grandy Matt here, and unfortunately, usually I like to place the Execution on the same side as the Witch because it's very good at taking out the Witch, but my Witch is in the back, luckily, so my tower is able to help, and I had the Executioner's Skeleton Barrel charging at his tower. Now the Skeleton Barrel is pretty much guaranteed damage. You can see it absolutely shake that tower to its core, with the bomb being able to knock back the Witch. And honestly, I don't think the Night Witch is that good. The invisible bats can be very, very helpful for getting in the tower, but once they're visible, obviously they're just a normal bat, unlike the skeletons, which have a ton of extra HP. So I used my skeletons here to just distract real quick while I was able to get the Mother Witch down. Now the Mother Witch against the Night Witch is just completely unfair. She one-shots every single one of those bats and is able to just create a hog army here. As you can see, the hogs there's just so many of them charging on the tower. Luckily for him, he does have the bomber, but it's just simply not enough. Those hogs are going to get major damage, and honestly, it just wasn't worth him placing the Night Witch at all. He places another Night Witch. Unfortunately, I don't have my Mother Witch in cycle because I just used her, but this Executioner is able to easily handle all of the bats, and luckily, very lucky for me, I was able to take out the bomber. The Executioner is absolutely insane on this challenge, just being able to have that pierce of the axe, piercing every single troop on the board. But here we go again with the Skeleton Dragons and the Witch. Now, unfortunately, again, the Executioner is very, very good, so I just tornadoed him to the other lane, so I didn't have to worry about him, and I was able to pretty much take out this guy's entire tower. The Valkyrie was a very, very good play, but with the Witch being just so good and the Skeleton Dragons doing so much damage, I was able to put down his tower to 400 HP, and take out his Executioner and my 1-unit skeletons, leaving us tied for towers. And I still have this other tower that was almost full health before the Valkyrie. So with me having this big of a lead, I tried to just defend as much as I possibly could. Unfortunately, there was almost no stopping that Mother Witch from taking the tower with her piggies, which means my Executioner had to get in and remove this tower, which it did with ease. The Executioner having a little bit extra range, and so does the Witch, so they're just such a good combo to have when attacking. I did try to tornado the Firecracker closer to my Executioner. Unfortunately, I was just in time to miss the Night Witch. Now, I did try to place the Mother Witch here to do the bats, but just wasn't in time. I didn't have enough elixir. The Night Witch was already dead, so I didn't place her. And here he goes, trying to defend the 3 crown, but honestly, it's just overwhelming at this point. I have so much troops on the board, and there's nothing he could do. With another 3 crown victory, this deck is insane. So here real quick, I'll show you my tournament. I was actually 6-1. I did lose a battle, but I'm going to try to get that banner because it is a very, very sick banner that you can get at the end with a ton of season tokens. Here's the deck one more time if you want to pause the video and copy it. Remember, subscribe. I love you. Guy out.